So the Great Civil Debate Wall is a new experiment in using digital media to allow people to engage in constructive dialogue around controversial topics. So there's a general premise floating around in the world about how social media, digital media, online presence, all the new contemporary forms of communications are really driving people to extreme points of view. There's been a widely debated idea about so-called digital echo chamber, where people are constantly having their own points of view reinforced. And so we're interested in creating an interface that is necessarily media-based, but that's public. That is there to foster constructive dialogue and visibility between people who necessarily disagree, but have rational and reasonable approaches to these very difficult subjects. And so the debate wall will essentially be a space where people can enter into dialogue around these different topics. And the topics might include everything from citizenship to deficit reduction, oil drilling to gay marriage, certain hot button topics like immigration, and certain more philosophical questions about bipartisanship or about citizenship in general. I'll do a little overview of the project itself, and then talk about the process by which we'll bring it forth, and then how we imagine you all will both be plugging into and really leading a lot of our efforts. Where we are right now is, again, we have this concept which is really looking to bring together different people into what we're calling constructive dialogue and debate. It's a 4-part process. We've already finished the first, which is the general concept. Thankfully, that's been funded. So now we have these next 3 steps. And the first step is a prototyping step in which we are going to be working actively with this group in order to put together some ideas and some questions that we have and test them both internally and then externally.
Again, I want to do some controversial questions. Maybe not controversial, but some difficult questions.
Give me, we need a whole bunch here.
I think public policy type questions.
Like?
The oil spill.
Okay, so give me an oil spill kind of question then.
Should the government force certain regulations or certain
Should the federal government?
should the federal government require more stringent safety regulations for
Offshore drilling.
offshore drilling?
Right. A list would be great, yeah?
Absolutely.
Oh!
Oh my God!
Hey, for preparation here, my goodness.
Awesome.
I love it. So you've been thinking about this?
Right. The public service complex, we had a meeting on Monday.
Okay, good.
And I had the entire group split up into some smaller groups, and we came up with a list. And
These are such...
Good. Some of the questions that are interesting here are the ones that are actually very abstract.
So, and the question on here is one that I think was either exactly one of yours or inspired by one of yours. We have a CMS and built into it. So one of the things that we're going to ask you guys to do is kind of come up with the final couple questions that you want to test within this at the end.
In the end, the sort of ongoing maintenance for the project will end up with you all. So we'll need to, again, design a system that both the center as well as the student body is comfortable with.
Seeing live behind you, just taking that information.
Republican. Thank you. Okay, not a balanced group we are.
About it is it'll show you how many people from, so she was a C and the other are planning for the,
so that people would know how to get to it.
the dancers dance for 26.2 hours. There's about 500 people, I think, that are dancing. And then all the people working, all the people visiting and things like that. So I don't know, because we're planning on doing it live this Monday, right?
I think we said Tuesday.
Tuesday. If we could bump that up to maybe Saturday is when the event starts, we could get 1,000 people easily within that day.
So what was the reason again why you didn't want to use the word wall?
I'm thinking it might be easier to promote if it's called the wall or something like that, and you can say, hey, did you check out the wall today, or like the wall this week? Because it's harder to say the Great Civil Debate Wall or the Great Civil Debate.
Email to the whole group that explains what the project is and then has that as an attachment, so people can use it as their Facebook profile pictures, and then we're happy to kick it back and forth. I don't know, Sabine, do you want to write that and we can like look at it over here, or?
Yeah, absolutely, I can take that.
Did you say both URLs are available?
Yeah, we own Civil Debate Wall as well.
Okay. And
Switch to that.
And once we decide which one it's going to be, we're going to try to get as many people as possible going on.
So we submitted 4 questions.
So what is the second question going to be?
I feel like it should be the same question for 2 weeks for the first trial run.
Okay, I think, let's hear about that. What do you guys think about that?
Maybe a more US geared question.
A more, like a more local?
Not everybody.
But it should be up there too, right? Would that make sense?
Maybe not because that's done already.
Go on it now, no? So.
Yeah, live is a very relative term. Live just means you're promoting it. And then from there, we can go over our game plan for getting it out there.
Okay, thank you.